than you, or I am better devotee than you. But there are certain measurement given for the devotees also. Certain characteristics are given here. If we have those characteristics, then we can say we are devotees. And very strangely, Bhagavan doesn't mention that one who goes to temple regularly, one who chants Hanuman Chalisa daily. Of course, that doesn't mean we should not chant, but those characteristics are not given here. The results are given. Going to temple also becomes a sadhana, but if that has given rise to freedom from hatred, then that is freedom from hatred is the characteristic. Not going to temple. One may go permanently but still can remain very bad and all those things. So what are the characteristics mentioned? The first is adveshta. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. Absence of hatred. Dvesh. Dvesh means hatred. Adveshta means one who doesn't have any hatred. Absence of hatred towards all beings. Sarva bhutanam adveshta. That is the natural characteristic of a devotee who has identified with God. Others might find it extremely difficult to have these qualities because we have our own likes and we have our dislikes, we have our friends, we have our enemies. It is not possible for a person, an ego, to be friendly with all. It is possible for God to be friendly with all. But for an ego to be friendly with all is difficult. Because ego has got his own selfishness, own pride. But one who has attained that state of God realization has become God only. So his qualities are qualities of God. So adveshta sarva bhutanam, a realized master doesn't have hatred towards any being. No anger, no hatred. Hatred generally we have towards someone whom we feel is giving me sorrow. That person has given me sorrow. I hate you. You have caused so much sorrow to me. So I hate. So I feel that this person has given me sorrow. This object has given. So hatred we have for people, for objects, for our own near and dear one, for someone who is away from us. So that hatred, if it is there, that hatred comes because of our false notion of this I, also because of our false understanding that others are cause for my sorrow. The scripture says that sorrow is caused by you only actually. Because of your own karmas you get this sorrow. Kahu na kohu sukha dukha kar data. Nobody is the giver of sorrow and pain to anybody, or even joy. We give joy and sorrow to ourselves. Others become nimitta. They become the secondary cause, but not the primary cause. They are the secondary cause. So when one has got this sound understanding, one may have lesser of this hatred. But when one identifies with God, then this hatred disappears totally. So adveshta sarva bhutanam, a realized master doesn't have hatred towards any being, even those beings which seems to be giving pain and trouble to him outwardly. Like even Jesus Christ was crucified and he was tortured by people. But he says, oh Lord, please forgive them. They know not what they are doing. They don't know. So please forgive them. They didn't have any hatred. A great saint in Maharashtra, Sant Jnaneshwar Maharaj, and 4 of his brothers and sisters, they were so much tormented by the people of that particular community, that society, because he was born to a sanyasi who had taken sannyas but again had come back to his householder's life because his teacher told him go back. and then the children were born. So those community did not accept them. They told their parent that you have committed a sin, so you have to do prana danda. It is means you have to give up your life, and they gave up their life. And these four brothers, sisters, they were totally anath, and they were ill-treated by everyone. But later on, Sant Jnaneshwar Maharaj, he wrote commentary on Bhagavad Gita. It's beautiful comment, Jnaneshwari. And he has written on this, all these Adveshta, Sarvabhutanam, and so many. In his commentary, there is not a trace of dislike or hatred for any being. Though he was himself and his brothers were ill-treated, he has so much of love and concern and affection for all beings. No hatred for anyone. So, Adveshta Sarvabhutanam. Then Maitraha Sarvabhutanam. Friendship towards all beings. See, friendship is something which we can have towards all beings. All other relationship of this world might be more local or might be more restricted. But friendship is such one can have towards even animals. Animals can be your friend. Animals cannot be your brother or sister. Your brother and sister might get annoyed. नहीं? अब गधे को आप अपना भाई समझते हो, what is this? But Gada can be your friend. Trees can be our friend. Birds can be our friends. Animals can be friends. Human beings can be friends. To be friend is a God can be our friend. Mitra bhav. So, realized master, a God realized saint is one who considers all beings as his friend. He has got deep affection for all, deep concern for all, and thinks about everyone's welfare and wants everyone to go on the right path, and he will prevent them from going from the wrong path just as a friend. How we treat our friend, so he treats everyone like that. So, Maitraha. Karuna evacha, also another quality, karuna. Karuna means compassion, deep compassion towards all beings. Love expressed actually. Compassion means deep, intense longing to remove pain and suffering from the other being. Want everyone to be happy, everyone to be peaceful. No judgment in the head. Let judgment be there, let God or nature and all decide. Generally people have this judgment in there. Somebody is sorrowful and अच्छा हो गया, ऐसे ही मिलना चाहिए उसको. This is good. We have our own judgment. As is said in Bible, thou shalt not judge. Without judgment, if you are a judge and all, you can judge and do whatever their duty. But otherwise, the realized master, no judgment in his heart, compassion towards everyone, towards all beings. It's the most fascinating quality, karuna. Then nirmamaha, freedom from the sense of mamatva, sense of possession, sense that something belongs to me. That is also a very strange attitude, that this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Mama pratyaya. So he is free from that notion that something belongs to me. Because that I notion itself is not there. Nir ahankaraha. There is no I notion, so there is no my notions. We have this strange thing in our head that something belongs to me. No doubt for our day-to-day vyavhar it is required. But if you contemplate on it, you will find that nothing can be there which belongs to us. Nothing belongs to ego. If it belongs, then ego should take it with him. After death, you should be able to take your own body. It is lying down there, nobody is there. If something belongs to you, you should be able to take it. But we can't take it. So this ego has got this false notion that something belongs to me. And this we have towards human beings, animal, birds, this belongs, is my person. And that person behaves in a different way, then I get hurt. It's mine. This my house, this my car, this my furniture, this my person, this my. This is a false notion. Belonging, my means belonging to ahankar, not belonging to that supreme. So this ahankar itself is false, so whatever belongs to the ahankar is also equally false. See, we have taken so many births. In our past lives also so many things belong to us. Abhi kahan hai? Kuch nahi hai. People keep so much stock in their bank also, and they die, and then it remains there only. Even if we build our own statues and all, next life when we are born, we don't even remember that statue as belonging to me. Kauve bete hue hai, and I am sitting there underneath. I don't even shh to the kauva, because I don't recognize that statue as mine. So this notion that something belongs to me, even that one body we say is my, you will find that 100 people claiming that same body. Brother, sister, this, that, everyone says this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Government says it is mine, everyone says it is mine. Even the little worms and germs and bacteria which are there, they also say that this is my body. If new bacteria enters, they take it for a sightseeing tour. हाँ, ये heart है, ये kidney है, ये है, वो है. Everyone says. So this notion that something belongs to me, my, that is not there in a realized master. Very strange. I mean, we who constantly have this notion may find it very strange. अरे कैसा पता नहीं क्या है, पागल है क्या वो? But it is there. We have to sometimes sit and meditate on this and try to develop that notion that nothing belongs to this ego. Nothing belongs to ego. Ego itself is a falsely created identity. So nir-ahankaraha, he doesn't have that sense of ego also. Ego is also not there in a realized master. Nir-ahankaraha, no sense of doership or this ego. Sama dukkha sukhaha remains same in joy as well as sorrow. Even sorrow comes, is saman. He doesn't get affected by sorrow and even affected by joy. If some object of intense liking comes, he doesn't get attracted towards it with all excitement, or some other unconducive object comes, he doesn't become unhappy. Remains same in all situations. Sama dukkha sukhaha. Dukkhi environment and sukhi environment, he remains saman. Kshami means having that attitude of forgiveness, forgiving nature. Kshamavan, even for those who might have hurt or harmed him, this person has got that great attitude of forgiveness. Kshama. See, opposite of kshama is that we get angry, we want to punish, we want to take revenge. If we cannot take revenge, we keep that anger in our heart. If that anger is kept for a long time, it gets converted into hatred. And that hatred keep on eating me only from within. People keep that hatred for a long time, and so it eats away the heart from within like a cancer. So this person doesn't have hatred, anyway he doesn't have, and he is totally forgiving. That attitude of complete forgiveness is there in his heart. Santushta satatam yogi is in all situation, in all condition, he is santushta, content, satisfied, completely satisfied. This is also an attitude which a seeker can develop. It is an attitude of looking at things which are, looking positively at things, looking more positively at every situation. It's like a glass filled with, half filled with milk, the famous example. So if we look at the milk portion, we feel happy. If we look at the empty portion, we feel sad. It depends on where I'm looking. Similarly, in your life, if I look at things which I don't have, will give me a sense of dissatisfaction. If I look at things which I have, it will give me a sense of satisfaction. Everyone has got something which he has and something which he doesn't have. It is there. सबके पास चीज़ें है, कहीं चीज़ है और कहीं नहीं है. So if we always have this attitude of looking at things which I don't have, I will always be dissatisfied. But if I look at things not objects, but the conditions and all those which are with me, I will develop a great sense of contentment, satisfaction. Even to be a human being for even one day is a great blessing. And we live such a long time. Even one day, if we get a chance to be a human being, there are millions and billions of bacteria in the world, and different types of beings are there who do not have the ability to contemplate and think about their own self, about God. We as human beings, we have this ability. If even suppose out of millions of those bacteria, if one bacteria is told that, oh bacteria dear, I will make you a human being for one day, that bacteria will feel a great blessing. So even if we get one day, one moment to be a human being and to think about our supreme reality, we should feel great sense of blessedness, that, oh, I have been given this opportunity. I should have that deep sense of reverence and also satisfaction in my heart. So, santushtaha satatam, always santushtaha. Yogi means whose mind is balanced, mind is at a state of calmness, like yoga, chitta vritti nirodha. Calm and peaceful mind is a yogi. So bhakta is also a yogi, with a mind under control, peaceful mind. Yatatma means control over his mind, his senses, his body and his intellect, control, self-control. Yatatma. Dhridanishchayaha, having a firm understanding about that supreme reality and established in that. Dhada means firm. Nishchaya means understanding of that supreme truth. That I am that Brahma, this understanding is firm and is well established in it. Nobody can shake him, nobody can create confusion in the mind of a realized master. Nobody can prove to him that you are something else only. Proof, unproof, confusion, this, that, all things can happen in the life of an ignorant person, but in a wise person's case, it is not possible. Even suppose a wise person and 10 different people try to convince him, Baba, you are not Brahman, he will just smile at them, give them Ashirvad, and go ahead. It's like someone trying to convince you that the sun is not rising in the east, or trying to convince you that 2 plus 2 is not 4. What to do? You just smile at them. So, Dhridanishchayaha. But for an ignorant person, that fellow gets convinced by everything. When he attends the satsang, I am Brahman. Then he meets some friend, he says something, yes, I am a fool. Then somebody says, yeah, I am like that. So he gets shaken and tossed around by everyone and everything. If a person start asking pointed question, that our so-called firm knowledge also starts shaking and shivering, like, because it is just based on our thinking, our rational thinking and all. So someone with stronger rational thinking might defeat us, might negate our understanding. But as far as a realized master is concerned, his understanding is not based on logic, but it is based on his direct experience. So Mayar Pitamano Buddhihi, he has offered his mana and buddhi completely into me. As it was said, that place your mind in me, place your intellect in me. Such a realized master, his mind and intellect is placed in that supreme divinity. Such a person is my devotee. Yo mad bhaktaha same priyaha, and he is very, very dear to me. Some more qualities are mentioned in the following verses. We will see them in our class tomorrow.